Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? We're waiting. Wait. Get that quarterback, D-line. Follow. Get that quarterback. Hey, look.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They'll run on first down. Akers, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check 20.
On second down now. Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Ready. 18 Gator. Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo. Check hot route. Hot.
Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack on first down, Winston, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On third down, Winston. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured this.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Let's go. X3, 218.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 52. Come on. Check 52. Come on. Squeeze. Hey, stop. He's checking crack. 36. Vamos.
Winston from the gun on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. It's our time. It's our time.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Winston now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Third and short yardage, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Go now. 60 yards. Greystone, Travis. Hurry,
They look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Any weapons. Go. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready, set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Spot. You draw Porkers. No. Mike, 53. Hey, Zoo. Mike, we don't want this. Let's go. Hey! Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
2nd and 9 now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Aaron Donald with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play.
Pilot, 64. Look, squeeze. Ready?
On 3rd down, Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Hey, Orville.
First and 10 at the 46.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
61, matchbox lights.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Echo.
Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Ready, ready. 53, Mike. Let's go. Topper, get.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 11. Now he'll escape to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's checking.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, baby. Green, 52,
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And an alley to run. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ty Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
53 is mine. I got you, pop.
2nd and 10. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Target. Shoot.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Delta. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Even. Check. 5 on the 50.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Black 25. White.
Big stop. Check 13.
Again, it's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt and in a big way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey.
He'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
80 weapons. Smooth. Go.
Looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
3-17. Easy.
Following the interception, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Back to throw here. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. There the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's into the hands of Pascal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Yes. Hey, Charlie.
On play action, they'll throw. That escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To throw, Winston. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Watch the boot. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, Haywood!
53 to Mike. 53, check 53. It's our time. It's our
Now!
time. It's our time. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Yep.
Check, 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 check.
Go!
53, Mike, Mike. You got nothing today.
Fight!
They'll set up a throw. Campbell making the catch.
Yeah, baby.
Today's final score, Niners 56.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up.